Hey folks, I want to show you my new little buddy here. What have I got going on? The Encanto with a Panarello. We already showed you the new Encanto on the lineup now that Seiko has reintroduced. It had the carafe for the milk to do the milk automatically. This one, little pared down model, has the Panarello. So I don't know if you remember the old Encanto. It was a really popular machine, extremely popular. Metal all around, kind of a gray powder coated. This one's got polished stainless in the front, drip tray, nice feature, nice looking. The sides are black plastic, the top is black plastic, so they can get you into a nice machine with some features at an affordable price is what it is. That's basically what it is. So what's it got? It's got steam button right over here, water, and menu, and we'll get into the menu later on. Espresso, you can program an espresso button or a espresso lungo. And really these are just reference names. You can make it whatever you want. You can make this one the espresso and this one the lungo. It's all in the programming. And then this is aroma and strength. You have 5 different beans. What does that mean to you? If you have it on only one bean, it's going to grind less coffee to be brewed through. And then progressively up, 5 different settings. It ranges between about 7 to 10, 11, right in through there. So you just push this button. We're at 5 right now, and then it goes to bypass toaster. Speaking of bypass toaster, right here, pre-ground coffee. You don't like what's in the bean hopper? You want to have a little bit of pre-ground espresso or something like that? Boom, right there. 1 scoop, no more, no less. Don't fill it. It doesn't work that way. It's 1 scoop at a time. Push the button that you want to actually make the drink, and that's it. Water, right here, 80.60 ounces or 80.6 something, almost 81 ounces of water right there. And you can put a water filter in that. I'll show you what comes with it. Speaking of that, bean hopper right here, and this is a 9-ounce bean hopper. Grinder adjustment right in here, and that's the basics of this machine. On-off button right here, and also in the back there is another master on-off button. So if this one back here is not on, you're not going to get anything up here. Drip tray right in through here, and you have to push the buttons on the side to make it come out. Dregs box, the usual, plastic with a stainless steel insert, and then your little floater that tells you when it's full. Well, I got this in this position. This will be easy for me to show you. In here is the brew unit, right here, right? There it is. Let's see if I can do this all crooked like this. There's a drip tray under here as well, too. You want to keep that all clean. And rinse this with hot water once a week. It'll just keep it a lot happier. There's a screen here and another one here. Keep it happy. Rinse it off with hot water. Do not use oily beans. If they look shiny and black, don't use them. You want a matte finish, espresso, blend, or single origin, whichever you like. The other thing that you're going to find on this is, see here? It's saying something's not right. The door is open, drip tray is out. It's a warning. Where's the door? There we go. Now it's back to the home screen. Spouts that go up and down. Panarello over here, and this comes off for cleaning. Make sure you keep this clean, and there is a teeny little hole up here. That's where the air gets injected, sucked in and injected into your milk. The other thing, if that gets clogged up, you won't get any foam. The other thing is there's an insert here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on an angle. There's a little black insert sticking out. If by chance it's like that and not sticking out, you won't get foam either. That's part of the foaming process. Stick a ballpoint pen down in there, and I'll get one in a minute. Oh, I can use this. Push it back out. Nah, that won't work. It's not big enough, but push it back out and you'll get foam, right? Very important. Also, take this off and wash it every now and again. It comes off. You want to keep everything clean. Wipe this off. It'll make a big difference in the performance of your machine just to keep it clean. I forgot to show you what comes in the box. The manual, of course, different languages. A brush for the grinder, a scoop for your bypass toaster, and this is for adjusting the grinder in here. Make sure when you make your grinder adjustments, push down and turn. Don't just turn, it won't work. And it also, Seiko throws in the Brew Group lubricant. You want to do that every 3 to 6 months, I would say. This stuff is so sticky, and I mean, it really works very well, so it isn't likely you're going to have to do it very often. So that's the Encanto. I'm excited to show you guys a drink out of it. So let me go get some milk and a cup, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're ready to make a drink. I've got my 12-ounce pitcher, as you can see, filled up to there. I've got my cup right here. Let's do the milk first. Push the steam. Wait for it to come up to temperature. Takes a second or 2 or 3. There we go. Now, remember I said that little hole has to be free. Very important. Take that off and clean it when you're done. You know, no super automatic is going to be making this micro foam that you're used to by doing it yourself on a semi-automatic. It's just not the nature of the beast. But they do pretty decent with a Panarello, I think. You know that we did the video on the one with the milk carafe, and it's basically the same machine, only this, and a little bit of trim difference. Ooh, it's getting hot. I'm going to show you how to program it too. That's hot enough for me. You catch that? I don't know why Gail had to make the noise too. Just because I could. Okay, so clean this all off. Stick this back on. And then, like I said, this sleeve comes off. I'd take that over to the sink and give it a rinse. I'm not going to bore you with that. Now, I want to program the espresso. So what do? You don't get into the menu to do that. You hold this on. See, it says memo. Now it's in the program mode. When I get the amount of coffee I want in the cup, I push it again, and it will be programmed forever and ever and ever until you change it. You know, that's not bad foam for a super automatic, I'd say. Not bad at all. So see the check mark? That corresponds with this button right over here. So we're going to push that to stop it when we're ready. I'm good with that. So you could do that with the other buttons as well. You can program them. All right. I don't anticipate art because you just can't get the right kind of foam from a super automatic to do art. It's just not in the cards. Looks pretty good though, and the foam is nice. And that's a hot enough drink. It's not super hot, but it's, I would say it's hot enough for me. I don't want anything that burns my tongue. See this? This is a perfect example. The water just ran out, right? So it's telling me the water is out. That's kind of nice. I can't get into the menu until I put some water in there, but what you've got in the menu is you can adjust the time from 15 minutes up to 180 minutes for it to go into a sleep mode. You can program the water hardness. After testing your water, you can program the hardness. And what does that do? That tells you how often you need to be descaling. There's a filter that can go in here as well, and you can put in the menu whether you're using the filter or not. Let's see, what else is there? There's the decalcifying button. Once you push that, now you're gonna do the descaling whether you want to or not. It's got to go from beginning to end. And then there's the factory default settings that you can take it all back to Seiko's factory default. So That's the Encanto, the new Encanto. Check it out on our webpage. Look at the other video of the other Encanto with the milk carafe. You can compare the two in our compare feature that we have on our website, which is kind of nice. Put them all in compare, pulls up all the stats. Both the stats are going to be the same. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know, there's no YouTube channel without you watching, so subscribe. We love to see you. And stay tuned for the next crew review from Seattle Coffee Care.